destiny arrives all the same.
But now,
It's here.
or should I say, I am
I am.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. And as this room fill up, be sure to hit that like button, share this content. Let that friend or that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on with it. I got a special guest. I don't really have to say his name. Everything else remained the same. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on with it, baby. All right. Let them know, man. Let people know. Put an audio check in, man. Say something, twin.
What's up, man? Listen, I'm geeked up, man. Listen here. I'm like a horse in the stable. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to run. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to turn up. I'm feeling good, feeling great. How about y'all, man? We back in the thing.
You back into the folds and everything. All right, so with that being said, man, I know we had a little snafu earlier. Now it should be corrected, by the way, but we're going to get things going the best way possible. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the globe, we are in Cabo. We are in Cancun. We are not in Venezuela, but most of my Cowboys, we are on vacation time. I'm hearing that also they probably can do an Alaska cruise or something like that. But we got one down and got one more to go, man. And I'm talking about you. Yes, indeed.
No.
Yes, indeed. So, before we go, y'all, let me know if the audio is straight now. In the chat, put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight and if the visuals is straight. On my IG, we're going to work on how to get that. I got to get some type of plug so that everything can be visually. We going through OBS during the off season. I like to tinker around a little bit, move things around, twin, to make sure that everything can work its way out. And that's what I did. So that's just for what it is. But how you feel, man? You guys are.
Hey, man, listen here. I'm excited. I'm feeling good, feeling great. I was stressed out yesterday. Man, I felt like Santa Claus the day before Christmas.
Right.
All of the things that was going on in that game, the play calling, the interceptions, the lack of run defense. It was a lot of things, but at the same time, man, that's what we need. This is what football is about. I believe every game over the past weekend had you on pins and needles, besides the last one with San Diego, LA versus the one and only whatever team they play against, Patriots. But other than that, man, all these games this weekend were freaking like roller coaster rides. And so, man, it was a ride. I had fun. I was nervous. I thought we was gonna lose at times. I thought we had the game in hand at times, but hey, we here, with the W. So hopefully everybody enjoyed the first week of the playoffs, because we know this is what true football fans love. The best of the best playing one another and having an entertaining game to sit down and watch, man. And so that game was that, if you know what I mean.
It was definitely that. If you look over the landscape of all of the playoff games, it's been one of those things where you at the edge of your seat, especially Caleb finger painting nails Williams. The Bears, they look really good as it relates to them coming back and beating the Packers. I did like that. And then on top of that, if you look at the Panthers and the Rams, that was a team that the Panthers really, for those who were saying, hey, that team snuck into the playoffs, or that team was considered trash can juice last season, they had an eye-opener for everyone that what a difference a year can make. So, yeah, it's definitely been a good playoff as it relates to those things, bro.
For sure, man. So, hey, like I told everybody at the beginning of this year, I believe the NFC was such a, everybody was really close together. There wasn't a team, that you looked at was like, oh, man, they're juggernauts. We didn't have that this year. And overall, I thought just the brand of football was was great. And I mean great by just like competitive games, good games. And I feel like we had a lot of that this year. And so, man, I'm glad that the playoffs started so entertaining, nail biters everywhere, man. And we got some young whippersnappers coming out of nowhere, playing good ball, and young coaches trying to make their lane in this league right now. And so let's all sit back, enjoy, and watch the 49ers go to the Super Bowl this year.
Man, you out your cotton picking mind if you think the damn 49ers going to the Super Bowl, especially how y'all played last night, man. Come on, man. You know, just because y'all beat them Eagles doesn't mean that all of a sudden
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
if you really think that them Niners gonna do something else, boy, y'all barely scrambled and scraped against a team that can barely throw the ball from me to this camera. Man, you really thinking that? You really thinking that?
Hey, man, any given what? Any
Oh,
given
man.
Sunday. And like, again, watch this. Another team would never thought, oh, the Niners lose George Kittle in the first half. Oh, well, they losing that game. You already are out of a lot of skilled players. Yeah, alone you lose George Kittle and you still win. So, like, any given Sunday, something else can happen to another team. You know what I mean? And so, as long as that's happening, it gives you an opportunity. As long as you're in the dance. As long as you're in the dance, you get an opportunity to dance with who? That one baddie. So just stay in the dance until the lights turn on. You feel me?
Man, them lights gonna cut on, and she gonna see how. Hey, have you ever? Now this didn't happen to me, but I seen it happen multiple times. You see that bad chick you up on there, you try to dance up on her, and yeah, and then she do this number, she turn around. And she see who you are. That what's gonna happen to y'all, man. I already know. You gonna be trying to get up on that baddie. Yeah, you gonna try to get up on that baddie. And all of a sudden, is the audio better now? She gonna turn around and she gonna run off, man.
Hey, ain't gonna lie, that hurt your feelings, bro. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you, boy. That's a heartbreaker. When she don't give you that stamp of approval, she look at her homegirls like, they be like, she like, look, you gotta live.
You describing the 49ers, by the way. Audio good. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. I had to raise it up just a little bit, making sure that we are good to go before we get going. And matter of fact, before we get going, because I don't want to go too far into the conversation without paying a bill. Hold on.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
No doubt. Download Sleeper. Use promo code LAW for all of your best selections. On top of that, without hesitations nor deviations to the matter, when you download Sleeper, use promo code LAW. And even if you're at Walmart, Kroger's, Publix, anywhere, just use promo code LAW. It can work on multiple different things, but most importantly, it will work with Sleeper. And when you download the app, $20 from me to you is there. On top of that, they will match up to $100. This is the best promo read ever, because with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, they will match up to that $100. That's $220 from me to you, all brought to you by Sleeper, the #1 fantasy app in the world or in the building. And remember, sounds of soft souls. Ain't that right, twin? We're back in, baby. All right,
Hey.
so, man, come on with it. All right. So with that being said, man, this particular offseason for my Cowboys, I got to find a defense, man. Defense wins championships. And if you don't have defense and if you're not able to stop the opposing forces, I get it. People can talk about good offenses and stuff like that, but you need defense. You this offseason went and got Robert Saleh. How much of a difference maker he was coming back to the 49ers land opposed to what you had the previous year. Break that down for the audience.
I mean, I think a lot of people don't understand. Like, we had a shift in youth, on this squad. Man, we only had a couple veteran players, but other than that, everybody else was young guys. And with a young team, you had to realize you got to deal with what? Young rookie mistakes. And I think Robert Saleh came in and said, hey, guys, I know you guys aren't going to be perfect. I know y'all going to make mistakes, but one thing I need you to do is play hard. And will you give up some passes? Yes. Will you give up some gaps in the running game? Yes. But at least be what? Like, be sound, be disciplined. Right. So even though we made some big gaps in our defense where people ran on us, had a couple deep passes on us, we wasn't a highly penalized team. And I think that's what has helped us grow and get better. We picked up some free agents throughout this year. Keon, we picked up Colin Farrell, we picked up Kendricks, who y'all had last year, he played a phenomenal game yesterday. Like, these guys who we picked up off the street came in and did what we needed them to do. And so you want to make sure you have a teacher of the game that can put your guys you want to get in the draft or in free agency. You want them to be in positions where they can be successful. And that's understanding the scheme where they can play with their hair on fire and know exactly what it is what they need to do. And so that's what Robert did this year. He wasn't overly complex. He kept the main thing, and just said, hey, guys, I need you to play hard, make your tackles, and don't do nothing dumb.
Yeah. Discipline falls in line with defense. You can have good defense, but if you're not disciplined, that doesn't mean anything. So, yeah, you're right with that connotations of the fact that if you have the less penalties, if you are a well-disciplined team, that will outperform any of the other stuff. Just like I said before, you can see somebody with big shoulders and big arms and all of this stuff, but if their core is not right? And if they don't do leg days, all of them muscles, man, you hit them one time in the gut, they fall to the knees. Then you just slap them around. You get what I'm saying? So there are a lot of people that walk around with big guns, big shoulders and stuff like that, but if they missing out the core, which will always be the framework of any defense, and you can go back to saying, just like we had before we was talking about this whole internet thing that you were talking about, Michael Irvin, the playmaker. Regardless of what he's on, the brother got to be disciplined to have the physique and the body, pause if necessary, at that age and still being able to walk around. You got to have some sort of discipline to have your core together. You can have muscles, but in order to get that six-pack and stuff, you got to be disciplined with your food and stuff. Yeah.
Facts, man. And a lot of times we don't give people enough credit for doing the small things behind the scenes that make them successful. So same thing about your abs are built where? In the kitchen. And so same, a defense is built where? In the off season, in the film room, getting the understanding of what it is that I want you to do. You know, I don't want you doing too much. If we don't have the talent, I just need you to do your job and do it consistently. The consistent worker will consistently win. And so that's what we all describe to be, that consistency. You know what I mean? And so that's what you guys want to pick up in the offseason, a defensive coordinator that can establish his scheme, his principles, and also his atomic habits for success.
No doubt.
Let me crack your cranium and
fertilize your brain. If I got 187, said, nah, dog, that's HGH. Hey, Mike, give me some, man.
Hey, if it's HGH, go get you some HGH.
Give me that HGH, and the extra testosterone and all of that stuff, so I can't be wrong, you know?
Hey, get you some of that African root, man. Get you some of that.
Ashwagandha around his mother. No doubt, man. But when I got my brother on, boy, it's no holds bars, man. Action Powell is saying, Law, you and Twin, where Bente at? Bitching that 600 pounds. Yeah, he need to give some HGH. I got a live footage of Bente right here. Him and his side chick is Squeeze. Hold tight.
You're looking great.
Yeah, he heard for certain.
Go Birds. ELDSEF.
My t-shirt.
He hurt.
Yo, that's Bente right there.
Hey, he hurt. Somebody go check on him. Somebody call 911.
On paper, they're a better team.
Bente was over here, boy. Hey, I'm everything but his brother today, boy. That boy, I'm everything but his brother. I'm your brother, don't you know? Dente is on a whole nother level, man.
He hurt.
He hurt, man. You look,
And I'm glad that he hurt.
I'm gonna give him about 24 hours, man. I'm gonna give him about 24 hours, then I'm gonna pick at him. But hey, Twid, hold on. Let me pull this up right quick. Let me show you what he said the last time. I love you too, Roger. Hold on, let me see if I can find what he said. Boy, that boy hotter than fish grease, Twin.
Hey, we get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Hold on. What'd you say?
Now I'm just saying, I know he's salty. You know what I'm saying? Look, he's
Walk in the
iodine
left.
salt right now. That boy hurting.
Yeah, that boy saltier than saltine crackers, man, and sardines. That brother is hot. Let me see. I can't even find his pinned audio. I can't find his pinned comment. But if y'all go to my Instagram page and go to under the pinned comments, I pinned him. I pinned that brother to the top. He like F you. That boy hot. That boy hot. But at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts, one read guy. A.J. Brown, a multifaceted, unbelievable all-pro, Pro Bowler, wide receiver, got all of the goodness and the graces of God, looking like a damn superhero out there, can't catch the ball. Which one is it, man? Which one is it? Is number 11, A.J. Brown, is he good or was he bad? What was going on, man?
I think he had one of those CD Lamb games. Y'all remember that game CD had where Pickens was catching everything and CD dropped 2 of those passes in the second half?
Bro, you didn't have to use that as an analogy, but keep going.
I want to make sure you can understand and feel what I'm talking about. I believe A.J. Brown had one of those games where he had the desire to show his worth on the biggest stage in the National Football League, and his desire superseded just the small things, which is what? Catching the ball and allowing yourself to go and get a completion. And because he was so amped wanting to make sure people know that this is why I feel like I should get these targets, it was more so a head thing. You know what I mean? And so as a 49er fan, the passes that he dropped, we know that he's able to catch them. Right. But fortunately for us, he did drop them, which made the offense stagnant. And when you don't have explosive plays from the Eagles, which have a very hard time at getting explosive plays, you can't miss out on those opportunities like they did on several times. And so, hey, it sucks today.
I got some live audio, man, of A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts. You hear it? Hush your mouth over there. Hush them beaks. Hush that mouth over there. Pluck them feathers.
He hurt.
That boy hurt over there, man. That's his name, Jalen Hurts. But you will have to say to yourself, if you being 1,000, was you a little worried though in the first?
Oh yeah, for sure. Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Hey, those interceptions we had a turnover on down from them. They went in for it on 4th down. They didn't get it.
Yeah.
Got the ball at midfield. Didn't come out with no points. Purdy threw an interception. The defense did good, helped them to only a field goal, which was a good thing. And then one time they scored a touchdown. They missed the field goal, the extra point. Right. When those things are happening, you have to feel good as a fan to know that this team hasn't executed enough from our blunders to put us in a position where we got to throw the ball 50 times. And so with that happening, it gave us the opportunity to slowly get ourselves back into the game. And I was scared and nervous. I thought Kyle Shanahan in the first half called a very conservative, scary game as well. But over a period of time, he adjusted and was like, you know what? I need to start calling up and dialing up some plays that people aren't expecting because everything I'm doing right now isn't working. And that's what we end up doing, getting a touchdown from that Christian McCaffrey catch from Juwan Jennings. And I know everybody was just as surprised as I was.
He was your best quarterback, man, at that point.
He threw the most beautiful pass of the game yesterday.
Right, on both sides. You know, I'm like, God, no. On both sides, you're right.
Juwan Jennings was there with the one and only Lamar Jackson, the Josh Allens. He was in that draft class as a 5-star quarterback recruit.
He
was that good of a quarterback coming out of Tennessee. And so, he could throw the ball, end up going to wide receiver. So it was a good thing that he was able to be utilized right here, right now, at that time to show people in the world that he still got that cannon of an arm. Because Brock Purdy, you know, when the wind get little windy, his arm little suspect. So they needed some help, and Kyle, like perfect play call.
Perfect play calling, man. Being able to mix that up just a little bit. I text you like mid through the game and a few other 49er fans. And I said, if y'all want to win, you're going to have to bench Purdy. Now, Brock Purdy, he telegraphed 2 interceptions that I'm sitting here like, man, that's what I'm trying to tell Cowboy fans. When you have the kind of caliber of defense like what you guys was exhibiting, you can have a little F-ups here and there, but you can still maintain and stay in the game and don't have to worry about losing everything and being your offense being 1,000% perfect, even in the windy weather or on the road or what have you. Defense, one thing I can tell everybody, if y'all don't hear me out enough, defense travel. Defense travel, because that's what kept you in the game. Christian McCaffrey for the first quarter and the second quarter was only averaging 2.4 yards per run.
Woo!
Y'all wasn't getting it done on the ground. So
he wasn't.
So it's one of those things where I'm looking at it like I got you by yourself now. You can smile all you want. I see the beard, but I can see the tape coming up out of the beard. Brock Purdy. Hey. You still got Brock Purdy over Dak Prescott?
Right now, he had a better second half in the playoffs.
No. Don't move now.
Hey, and again, the former look, Brock Purdy connected with Christian McCaffrey in the fourth quarter for that Texas route.
Do you still have Brock Purdy over my guy, Rain Dakota Prescott?
After a win like yesterday against
a team. Come on, man. Well, look at all
this.
Why you supposed to get it off your chest? You know what I'm saying? Oh.
Hey, the Eagles defense was considered a top 5 defense, right? Yes or no?
Do you still? I'm not. Look, you dodging.
Yes.
Look.
Yes.
Look. I know. Let me just say this.
He did what he did. Wait.
Let me say this right quick, and I guarantee you won't be a long pause. Let me see. If Maya right now said, "Hey, I want you to be the first person after my celibacy to lay me out, stretch me out," she said, "You come get it right now." What you saying?
No, Maya, I don't know you. Who art thou?
A lot of different things. Look how long. Look how quick that answer was. You know, you can't fool me. You know. I already know. I can read your head. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm over here. I feel like I ain't got Tourette's now, boy. You got me tweaking.
God,
I'm picking Brock. The reason why I'm picking Brock is this. I need you, even after your mistakes that you made.
What'd you say?
I need you, even though you made mistakes like Brock did. I need him to have the fortitude mentally to still feel like he could be successful out there in the second half. I feel like Dak probably been still pressing and threw an extra interception, even though Brock threw 2. That was out. So with that being said, I'm taking the young whippersnapper, you know what I'm saying, who's able to stay cool, calm, and collected, and who's part of the Dougie coalition. And I need him to be the quarterback of a team that's going to go down there and score in the fourth quarter and propel us to victory.
Man,
just like
get out of here. You don't believe half of that stuff you said. You know what I'm saying? And no, I'm having this conversation like I got you on speakerphone and somebody in the room, and you sitting there like,
You know,
I
despite
already
the
know. I already know. Look, bro. You don't have the line of kicking with me. You don't have the line of Luke King. You know you don't have the line of Luke King. You were sitting there saying to yourself, that Brock Purdy, you were ready to put Mac Jones in there. You were ready to move clean off of
hey,
him,
listen
man. Come
here.
on, man.
Hey, listen, anybody got kids, sometimes you look at them when they get on your nerve, you wish they would have went down the slide. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a moment. You like, man, you should have went down the slide. But they here. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to deal with them because they here. So that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? Early on, I was like, man, Brock, bro, you don't sit your butt down. You look, the ball fluttering in the sky. It ain't going where it needs to go. Quinyon Mitchell, out of all people, is not the person you should be throwing to once, alone twice off your back foot. Like, bro, that's the bad thing to do. So yeah, I was heated.
I'm so tired of this damn Quinyon Mitchell. I'm so tired of people talking about that he's this elite shutdown defensive back. He don't do anything special. He's on a team with a good front four. I get it. He can travel and carry. He's there most of the time, but he's pulling and grabbing. That's the luckiest DB, the most overrated DB that I ever seen in my life. Look, next season, we're going to catch him on a good day. And I want the Cowboys to really burn that Quinyon Mitchell. That's the luckiest. Look, man, people in the chat, man, what's y'all real thoughts on Quinyon Mitchell? Because I'm so tired of this. Oh, he didn't have an interception all through the regular season, and he goes to the postseason to get all of his. Man, y'all miss me with that, man. Oh my God, y'all miss me with all of that. I'm tired.
Hey.
I'm so tired of Quinyon Mitchell, man. He ain't good, man. Come
He
on.
might not
man.
be, but look, for this game though, when he had the opportunity, the one thing you need to be as a DB is an opportunist. And when the opportunity came to him today, like during this game, he was successful. I can't get mad at him about that. You know what I'm saying? Because we really, like, those interceptions was crippling. But thank God the offense was fully disabled. And so because of that, they gave us an opportunity to still stick in the game, which I loved as a 49er fan. But I can't sit here and lie and say, dang, man, if you're going to throw to anybody, he broke on the ball. He kept his eyes on the quarterback.
Man,
he caught the
you could have caught that interception, man.
Bro, I might have.
You caught that interception, man.
Hey, but I didn't, though. You see what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, I wasn't there. The whole point about what? Being there. When preparation meets opportunity, you got to be prepared to perform. He was prepared to perform. And I can't get mad at that. And so I'm over here looking like, sheesh, Brock, why you going to throw it to him? Especially when in the flats you had the opportunity, or you could use your own legs to go out there, get a couple scramble yards, since this team doesn't have the explosiveness that it needs if you threw too many interceptions. And so, hey, I'm happy that my boys came through in the clutch, man.
Right. And I'm seeing and I'm hearing people in the chat over there. They said that all is well, 8500. He states that, yeah, he is better than Diggs, though. And, hey, yeah. Diggs. He ain't better than Prime Diggs them first 2 years, Diggs. But
that Diggs ain't here. Diggs like I told y'all 2 days. I told, look, people in the chat, I said this. Hey, if we, as far as the 49ers, can protect Brock Purdy long enough to stay upright, to have a couple good plays, we should be okay. Because we don't need to be playing like the Diggs brothers, which are two guys who played without protection. Right. You know what I'm saying? They are known for not being they let the clip go. And so I'm glad Diggs is over there. He had his one opportunity with the who he with the Rams or somebody? No.
Diggs got picked up by the Packers. So
the Packers. He had his one opportunity, went back there, saw his boy, you know what I'm saying, continue to get better. Michael Parsons. He get better. And he tried, but at the end of the day, Diggs ain't what, you know, he had 3 years of injuries. Let's be honest. 3 years. He might not never be back to where he once was. So you guys got to go make sure y'all find some DBs and some safeties really, really, really fast, and some linebackers.
No doubt, no doubt. For those who are tuning in for the very first time, hit that like button, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know. We multiple platforms here. We on Facebook, Instagram. I think we still there live over there, as well as the YouTubes, and we also
Oh,
live
on
on.
YouTube.
Yeah. We also live on Twins page too. So do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, share this content, let people know where to go. I think we also somehow live on Twitter. So be sure to check us out there. And we're going to get the if you're on the Instagram, I know the audio, I know the visual. Audio should be better now, but the visual may be a little bit different on the Instagram because I got to get a plug-in to add there. But I like to tinker around during the off season, and this is the off season for my Cowboys. But before I go any further to details there, what defensive coordinator you like, Twin? Even though you guys already have Robert Saleh, although I think that you guys may be in the mix of looking for another defensive coordinator. But what defensive coordinator you like? What kind of caliber defense you like?
Well, the whole thing about that is you're right. Robert might be getting up out of here, especially with all of the opening jobs that we've seen over the last 2 weeks. I think about the guy that's in Denver. I think he's somebody people should be keeping an eye out on, trying to get.
Leonard, Jim Leonard.
Yeah, him, Jim Leonard. I think he's somebody that people like. Brian Flores, I know he's still with the Vikings. I think he's a good guy. I don't know if he's leaving there, but if Cleveland decides to go and hire a new head coach who wants a different defensive coordinator, I think you should be clamoring for Jim Schwartz. I'll send him a check for about $12 million, make him the top 5 highest paid defensive coordinator there is
That'll
out there.
Be ever, man. Shoot.
I'm just saying, like, you got the money in Dallas, and you know that you need a defense that really to continue to help this offense. I think Jim Schwartz has been one of the top guys. He's an elder statesman in the game. He's been around for a while. I think he will do an awesome job. Or Raheem Morris, the ex-head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. I think he might not be able to be a head coach, but him as a defensive coordinator, I mean, I'll take a look at him too. Sit him down, have a cup of coffee with him. So I'll say Jim Schwartz, Raheem Morris, and maybe somebody who's like a secondary coach for a team that we might not talk about a lot, but like for the Texans, I look at their secondary coach and look at him and see what they got going on over there and see can I go over there and kidnap him, because ever since D'Amico Ryans has been there, that defense has been pretty good over there in the Texans. So I'll try to pluck someone away from that AFC team over there in the.
No doubt. When you look at everything, you said $12 million for the defensive coordinator. Jerry have never paid a head coach in Dallas over $8 million. So far, Shotty is getting paid $4 million, 4.5, give or take. If you really think about it, what's 12 divided by 4? You know, that's about 3. That's 3 times the pay. You ain't finna pay that. Jerry Jones is so stingy with his wallet, even though we can talk about the $13 billion that the Cowboys is valued at, one of the world's richest team, but we pay the lowest amongst, or one of the lowest amongst all coaches and the coaching staff. I just think that's a good mindset to have, but it's too much money.
That money is not even getting counted against you guys, and when it comes to the payroll with the players, and so with having that much revenue coming in, I would make sure I fortify my guy and make him feel comfortable. Okay, I might exaggerate with $12 million, but $6 to $7 million is a good amount, a great amount of money to pluck a guy away from Cleveland, to pluck a guy away from Minnesota, to pluck a guy away from the Texans. You got to make it worth their while and give them the opportunity to say, hey, man, I want you over here for the next 3 to 5 years. While I can with Dak and the contract and the young guys over here, we need to make a move. And so come follow me. And I think you guys can be successful in that manner, you know?
No doubt. We got a super chat via PayPal. Sadiqa Charles sent $25, and she states, please send this to the Twin Empire. Okay, all right. So you got 25 lighters on the dresser. Yes, sir. Coming your way, bro.
Hey, while the plugs come through, y'all check out my YouTube page, Twin Empire, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. I'm about 100 followers away from hitting the thigh wow. So y'all go ahead, run over there, hit that button, smack it, punch it, You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do. Also follow your boy out there, you know what I'm saying, in the TikTok land, Twin Locks, man. Hit your boy up, continue to build, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, we're trying to do our things over here as we continue to go to we're racing towards the Super Bowl in California because it's in our backyard. So Levi Stadium, we right there. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Where the Super Bowl at this year?
Levi's is in California, in the state of California, at the home of the one and only San Francisco 49ers. So listen.
Riggs, if the 49ers go to the Super Bowl, I'm going to say it's rigged, man. It's rigged.
Hey,
man.
we are old one, man. After all the injuries we've have sustained, you guys got to be able to sit back and say, wow, that is crazy. To go, listen here, guys. Brandon Ayuk, Brock Purdy was hurt for 8 games. Nick Bosa been out for 13 games. Fred Warner been out for 10 games. We've lost like George Kittle. He was hurt for the first 6 weeks of the seasons with a hamstring injury. Now he's out with an ACL. Like we missing our other linebackers. Winters, he's hurt. Like we missing Tatum Bethune, he's hurt. We miss so many people on this team, man. And so like for this team to be able to come together and still play good football, hey, it might be destiny this year. It might be.
Man, ain't happening, man. Man, you gonna have this couch. I got a suede sofa couch, man, that we gonna put you on as soon as y'all catch that L next week. No offense to you, man. I love you, man, but no offense to you, bro. But we gonna put you on that suede couch, and you gonna have a good time watching the Super Bowl with us, man. You can come to the Super Bowl party too, by the way. You know, I'm trying to have that going. But yeah, this is Twin Page right here, man. Y'all be sure to check out his page, man. Support the Bearded Brothers, man. We're here live on YouTube, Facebook, as well as Twitch and Twitter and Instagram, IG, my G, you know.
All
hold on. We got some update in news. Sources states Chargers defensive coordinator Jesse Mentors have received an interview request from the Raiders, Titans, Ravens, and Browns. Okay. All right, so that's Jesse Mentors. Shout out to Jesse. With no I, too, by the way. Mentor. Jesse! But with that being said, bro, what else you got going on, man? What else you got moving and grooving over there?
Hey, man, you know, as we all know, football is king, but you know, I love sports. I'm a basketball guy too as well. So man, I'm watching what's going on in the playoffs. We know we got a game tonight with the Texans versus the Steelers. But also, man, you listen, you go to my page on YouTube or TikTok. I'm always gonna talk about basketball as well. I love hoops. I love playing basketball. So I'm definitely paying attention to see what big trades will happen. We had the first one go down with Trey going to the Washington Wizards.
Joker got traded mid-quarter, something like
mid-quarter. You know what I'm saying? You're right at halftime.
And so like, dog, get up out of here, man. You traded.
You traded, you know, and so I'm definitely paying attention to those things as well, man. So I'm a big guy that loves football, basketball. I'm an animation dude. I love animation. Y'all go watch Sentenced to Be a Hero or Gargantuan, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be everywhere, bro. You know what I mean? I be looking to everything, man, and just trying to find something when I have time to allow my mind to escape what we got going on in reality for a little bit, and just to have good entertainment, man, to make you think and create creative ideas as well, you know?
No doubt, man. Old boy says, AD's washed, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Somebody was saying that here's what I want to say, though, by the way. Is this known fact that DeMeco Ryans was a real good defensive coordinator for the 49ers for a small Costco sample size or linebackers coach.
Mm-hmm.
He now got the Texans going to 3 consecutive playoffs, right?
Correct.
And they now have the #1 defense in the National Football League, or you can argue #3 in certain categories. And I'm just switching it back to football on how much a defensive coordinator or someone that can see talent to work said player. There's a guy by the name of Fred Warner that's on your team. I know he got a broken ankle. I know you was happy that he's tweeted something out or said that he could be back.
Yeah.
But talk to the audience, man, a little bit about the simple strength that Fred Warner wasn't drafted to be a linebacker.
Yeah. I mean, you got to realize that DeMeco Ryans, for those who do not know, he was a #1 draft pick by the Texans, the team that he's the head coach on. He was a linebacker. Not only was he a linebacker, he was a defensive rookie of the year as well. And so this guy is not only a coach, but he understands the dynamic of the locker room. He understands the dynamic of travel, family, friends, and ownership as a player and as a star player. And so when you got a guy like that who can come into a locker room and create the environment that's conducive for not only growth, but I want to teach these young guys how to be men. And that's what people don't realize, that DeMeco Ryans has this ability to see a young guy and say, you know what, you might have been a safety in college, but you have all the characteristics, the tools, and the mental capacity to become a linebacker. And that's what he saw in Fred Warner. He saw that, yes, Fred was a quick, fast, hard-hitting safety coming out of the pen, but he said, you know what, I think I could do something with you in the linebacker position. And then end up taking him, teaching him, put him under his tutelage, and now he's become probably one of the better linebackers of this generation over the last 10 years, without question. And you need somebody to grow you or to groom you into becoming an all-pro. And I think that's what the Cowboys probably are looking for. Somebody that can teach the game and know how to connect with the players that are coming out of the colleges this year, whether it's you becoming a hybrid safety, and I might need you in the box more often to utilize coverage skills to become not only a cover linebacker to take care of the tight ends, come out of the backfield, or the running backs, but then I need you to know how to be a secure tackler as well, and to be nasty and have that attitude that I can go out here and lead men to victory. And so those are the things and the components that has to happen behind the scenes from your position coach or from your head coach of that defensive side over there. And so, man, that's what you guys want to start looking for, man, a teacher of football, and the one that can be able to get guys to rise above their natural potential and be great out there on their football field.
No doubt. It's a great conversational pool about him. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is good. The thing is, the reason why I'm splitting 2 platforms together, so it's impossible for me. I got my mic turned up to its highest capability, so put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight, though, because if y'all can still hear me, it's just that Twin, I got him turned all the way up, or should I just turn him down? And,
turn me down, because I'm turned up, baby. You got that W. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
West Coast in this thing.
Yes, indeed. So let me know in the chat if the audio is straight. I'm just trying to tinker with everything, making sure, because we could have went with one other platform, but the audio is good. So I don't know. Yeah, the audio is good. They saying the audio is good on my end. I know the audio may be different when, both are great. Good. Appreciate y'all. So with that being said, I just wanted to give a little backstory to what defensive coordinators and positioning coaches can help individual players out. And is low. They said they can barely hear me. Well,
I hear you, lovely, Brody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen,
maybe they got
it's
some
all
stuff
right,
in their
because
ears. I don't
I'll
know.
tell you this too as well.
Yeah.
While bro is doing what he needs to do to recalibrate, DeMeco Ryans not only taught Fred Warner, but if you look at the other guys, like the linebacker that's leading the Texans, he was part of the 49ers as well. You look at the Denver Broncos, the linebacker over there, he was part of the 49ers as well. So what he did was he had a prototype or a template that he utilized, and that whenever you see these guys go in their locker room, it's the film room where these guys thrive, where they feel empowered, where they feel the ability to understand tendencies so they can be more reactionary and not have to worry about thinking so often. And so that's the key component for the linebacker room. Ever since DeMeco Ryans have left there, he left the ability to teach these guys what system do you need to implement in here to be transferable to the football field on game day. And that's the most important part, because you can learn things in the room, but can it transfer to the field of play. And I think that's what they have done a great job. Guys, we're on our sixth linebacker. Our first 5 are not even available to play. We have 2 guys that wasn't on the team last week, a month ago, in Kendricks and Willow and Guilford. These guys wasn't even on the team in the play in the during the off season or over the last 18 weeks. And so
Yeah.
like you got to realize that you have to really be able to teach these guys what you want them to learn and feel confident in their abilities to go out there and execute. And so you got to salute your hat off to these people, man, for doing that work and being able to be great listeners and learners of what it is they're trying to do over there in the middle linebacker room.
No doubt. Here's what I got from this particular notion, that people will say mid-season you can't fix defense. Mid-season you can't change up philosophies and principles and stuff like that. And we had a guy named Matt Eberflus here who I can argue that he single-handedly derailed the Cowboys defense with the inability to be adaptive, the inability to see a player to excel them, opposed to seeing a player and bench them. You get what I'm saying? Like Mears Leofow, who's I have similar, and I'm not saying that he's the same as a Fred Warner, but similar attributes coming out of college, being a guy that was converted from a safety to a linebacker and just got these crazy athleticisms. But if you don't have the ability to tap into those things, you leave it dormant, and then you end up putting them off to the side to play one of your veteran guys who's what we all say in football world, if they are even, then play the youth, right? Might as well get the necessary reps from the youth. And the Cowboys decided to continue to play the older guy or the guy that they paid $7 million to, opposed to playing the talent in the youth, which was crazy to me. But things can change within a year. Hopefully the Cowboys can get an educator, a teacher out there to help excel these players that's on the team so that we can get things going the best way possible.
For sure, man, because one thing you got to do is prepare for injuries that are going to happen. This is the most violent sport there is out there to play professionally. And the 49ers lost our safety yesterday, Jair Brown. We had a guy named Siegel who was a rookie we drafted this year. He had to come in there and he made a couple big plays as well. And so when you're accustomed to having a team that's rattled with injuries,
right,
like you said, you have to have a great teacher of the sport or of that position so that when another guy come in, he can feel like he has the opportunity and the bandwidth to go out there and execute. And that's very important. Keep it simple, keep it sweet, but make sure that everybody understands what it is that they want to go out there and do. And I think that's what we been yesterday, but we didn't break yesterday.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. All right. So with that being said, man, as we getting close to an hour on this show, let me know what you guys gonna do next week, man. Going into postseason 2 game.
I mean, first thing first, you know, this team we played 3 weeks ago. We played this team with the opportunity to have home field advantage in a first week bye, and we lost.
Right.
The good thing is we all know about divisional opponents, how it's pretty much even. And so with what happened the other week, we went out there, we laid an egg, we played horribly, and the Seattle Seahawks won. But we should have confidence because we have beaten this team in in Seattle before in Loomis Field. And I'm just glad that we have this opportunity to go out there and shock the world, because that's what would happen. We would be shocking the world, guys. And so I don't even know. I can't contain myself because I feel like I'm finna turn Super Saiyan 2 out here, man. With this team having, and then also there's a great possibility, what I said earlier about Fred Warner coming back. And so you made minimal mistakes that you still could have won that game against Seattle. But I believe Kyle Shanahan, better coaching offensively, button up on this on the special teams a little bit better, and defense. We got ran through, guys. People, they ran over 200 yards on us 2 weeks ago, as far as Seattle. They ran through us, but they
like
couldn't pass
diarrhea.
Instantly. And so with that being said, we just got to make sure we make a couple big plays, Make sure the special team do good. Last game, the one and only Sam Darnold didn't see any ghosts. But I need everybody from Louisiana and everybody from the Wiccan states there they live in, that are 49 fans. I need us to get together and make sure on this weekend that he see all the ghosts he needs to see. I need him to see one of my favorite movies that my mama loved back in the day was called Ghost. I need him to see Patrick Swayze out there playing DB like he look like he was what's the DB from Seattle back in from New York Giants in the early 2000s. Jason Sehorn. I need him to see Jason Sehorn out there on the goddamn field, man. And if that one boy named Sam Darnold have a game where he throws a couple interceptions,
right?
This is what we're going to need to get to the next goddamn level. So I'm praying that he gonna have us a stinker, man.
Yes, indeed. I used to love Ghost back in the days with Whoopi Goldberg and you know at the end, man, you know we were watching that stuff. Boy, it was scary, wasn't it?
So y'all don't know, live out in the country watching a scary movie. When you hear the bristles of the wind and trees snapping in the woods, bro. Man. You over here like, you get little boy, you like, I'll get scared, boy. You be ready to hide.
They don't know, man. We stayed in the weeds of the countries, man. You had to get on a long road, travel about 30 minutes to an hour to get there. You get off of that road and you get on a squiggly road, right? With trees and no deer, possum, anything can jump out in front of you, right? Yeah. And then you got to get off the squiggly road. Then you got to get down a road with gravel, you know, rocks and stuff. And then you got to go down the hill, right?
Down the hill. Look, with no street lights. Look,
with no street lights. No street lights.
And all the trees hang like this. So it's a 2-lane road. But all the trees hang like this.
And why they made the road with all them damn curves? They could have just made a straight road, man. Yeah. So scary movies and stuff like that. Not saying that, man, we scared. But, man, come on, man. You hear some creepings and crawlings of the night. Especially Pet Cemetery. You should. Hey, I don't want to say anything. I don't know if statutes of limitation is here. Yeah, but man, boy, Peter might come after me after we done did that thing to that dog we were talking about. You know what dog I'm talking about? My dog. Yes, indeed.
That dog came back twice, boy.
That dog came back twice. And we said, you know what? That dog deserved to be alive, bro. That's all I'm going to say without incriminating myself. A lot of people want to know how you feel about Eric Kendricks going to the 49ers or what have you, coming off of the Cowboys. And let me, before you go into that, I had someone to challenge me as it relates to me saying this right here. You won't be able to hear the audio or the clippings here, bro, but I'm going to play this right here. Hold on. The audience should be able to hear it. Okay. And it was the last play of the series here. Let me see if I can pull this up on the screen. I appreciate everybody, man, for rocking and tuning in for the nation and with the nation. Without hesitations nor deviations to the matter, be sure to hit that like button, share this content, let people know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. And that's including the ice wall. But speaking of that, I did this right here.
4th and 11. Game is on the line. Hurts drops back. He throws it. It is incomplete. Are there any flags on the field? And it states no good. And guess who? Eric Kendricks, the one and only that the Cowboys refused to have on their roster because they said that Kenneth Murray was better. The Cowboys front office said that Kenneth Murray and Sanborn would be better. So they passed up Eric Kendricks of bringing him back into the mix.
All right, so that's Eric Kendricks. The Cowboys passed up Eric Kendricks. And I had someone says, you conveniently, his name is Cowboys Keys. He said you conveniently left out the fact that he had shoulder surgery, right, and was out most of the season. Just to sign 4 weeks ago, and he said that I'd do anything for clicks. I literally posted this video of Eric Kendricks pleading to come back to Dallas. Now, let me ask you this. When you heard the news that y'all signed Eric Kendricks, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What was your thoughts and what was your mindset on that?
I was glad because I remember the year before we talked about this on your show last year where he had said verbally that he thought about coming to the 49ers, and then he ended up switching up on us and going to the Cowboys. Us being NFC like rivals or knowing how good of a player he has been for the Minnesota Vikings over the last almost 10 years, you got to understand, like, dang, I was looking forward to having him because I thought we had a very mature team. And so when he said, you know what, I'm coming to the 49ers, I was like, yes, because I know he's smart and I know he will be able to be received in the locker room because he is a person that other guys respect. And then he was going to be under a locker room that people don't realize is a very cohesive unit where ego and all that stuff is not necessarily in that locker room. And so I knew that once he got in that locker room, felt the vibes, saw George Kittle, he spoke with CMC, he saw the one and only Trent Williams, he sat down and had a conversation with Nick Bosa. That makes you feel like that makes you feel wanted. It makes you feel accepted, and you understand the level that you want to continue to try to play at. And I think that's what he saw was like, you know what, I can rock with these boys. And he was able to sit on and catch up quickly. The ego wasn't there. Huh?
Most certainly. Keep going.
Yeah, and he said this yesterday. He had an interview after the game. Was like, hey man, these guys welcome me with open arms. Like he was like, up to the youngest people, to the oldest people. They was like, hey man, come on in here. And they allowed me to speak. They allowed me to share my years of experience in the NFL. And when you are allowed to come in at the end of the season,
no doubt,
they say, hey, I'm going to give you the microphone to allow your experience to speak, the respect to be a veteran in this league, to show that you are already bringing value over here. He was like, wait a minute. And so he was like, man, I fell in quickly. So I was like, he said this, y'all might not understand this. They had this man playing special teams. He said he ain't never played special teams.
Right.
They had him playing positions he ain't never played in the NFL. But he said, when I saw the buy-in from Mac Jones, who came in and played in the middle of the season,
right,
and he was a quarterback that played like a starter, I saw the buy-in. B. Robinson, the Washington running back, seen him come in and play behind Christian McCaffrey, and you saw the buy-in. So when you see these other players coming in and buying in, you have to humble yourself and say, you know what? I'm sold. I'm going to buy in as well. And I think that's what people don't understand. The humility you need to have to come into a ready-made locker room and find yourself a position to go out there to excel is something special.
No doubt. And just to contextualize the fact, yes, a lot of teams did pass up on the 32 to 33-year-old Eric Kendricks. But one of the things that I want to put out there for those who try to questioning these type of things, and especially if they are in the Cowboys world, when Eric Kendricks tried to attempt to come back, it was like a 4 to 5 week shoulder issue. He had pain in his shoulder. He had to have off-season surgery. He had the surgery, so he was ready in October. His team reached out, and they said that they willing to come to a team, and especially Cowboys to get first options, and the Cowboys didn't pick up the phone. They didn't. And the only other team, for those who want to fact check it, it was the Ravens. They picked up the phone and they said, hey, we would like to bring him in only for special teams, only for practice squad, not for it to be on the team. And he was like, nah, I'm better than practice squad. I know my value. I know my worth. And that's when the 49ers turned the corner and picked him up. So for this guy to say, hey, man, Law, you just doing anything for clicks? No, I'm telling y'all for what I know, and I'm telling y'all for what I heard in my sources. But neither here nor there. I just love to see people going and getting extra chances and to prove that they are available to still play. And in this one game that Eric Kendricks played just the other day, had more highlights and more positive plays than the entire year of what Kenneth Murray exhibited.
I mean,
in one game.
One game.
In one game is crazy, man.
I mean, listen here. I think he damn near he led the doggone 49ers in tackles.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. He had 7 solo tackles, 10 altogether, 2 tackle for loss, 1 pass breakup. Like, bro, you can't ask for a person as far as a better substitute teacher to come in here and teach the class. Hell, like, that's how you become a 10-year player. You know what I'm saying? And that environment was conducive for him to come, feel important, feel that his knowledge was going to be received. And then next thing you know, at the end of the game, he's making one of the biggest plays in the playoffs thus far.
No doubt, man. So just want to be able to put those things out there. But before we depart and all of this good stuff, bro, just going to pull up Tankathon right quick, just very quickly for those who needed to know. And while I'm doing that, man, what good movies out there, man? What good movies you got going, bro?
Hey, man, I wanted y'all go check out. I watched Frankenstein the other day.
Who?
I thought that was a good movie. Frankenstein. It's the new one that was came out not too long ago. Frankenstein and Housemaid. And I know the girl who plays a maid who's trying to fight for the position of the mother. Those are 2 of the good movies I've seen as of late. You know what I mean? Go check those out. If you like good TV, good movies, those 2 movies right there. Housemaid.
And Frankenstein. All right, for those, while I'm pulling this up, we give a few more seconds for you guys. If you want to be a part of this show before we conclude and everything, be sure to click that link that's in the description box so that you can, or click the link right here. I'm gonna put it on the in the chat area so that you guys can have time to jump in, leave me your thoughts or what have you, and also pick Twins mind on everything. There's the link right there before we depart. If y'all want to, I only ask a few things. If you have good Wi-Fi and you got to show your face, you got to have good Wi-Fi and you got to show your face. All right, so what is showing here is the Cowboys have the 12th selection. Your Niners will have like the 27th selection if the season ends today or what have you. When I look at this and I hit my Cowboys and I stroll down, they got us going with Keldrick Falk now, Caden Proctor, and Zaire Hill, another Michigan cornerback. I'm telling you right now, I don't want this future.
Please come home.
I do not want this future. No way. But Keldrick Falk, man, for those in Twin, I'm going to go over this right quick. He had 2 sacks this past season. He's 6'6", 270. I do not want Keldrick Falk. I looked at his tape. I got a chance to see he's a big burly guy, more of the same of like a Sam Williams type of edge rusher. He don't have a lot of bendability in his game, in my opinion. But I just don't want the Cowboys to fall in love with somebody that can barely get productivity in college, right? To expect him to get productivity as it relates to the pros. I don't like that. What's your thoughts on that before I let the person jump in?
Hey, once you know, tell the team to let go. Man, if you feel like he ain't got that, you know what? After the last couple of years of the defensive lineman not panning out the way you want to, last thing you want is another risque position guy over there. Y'all offensive linemen been playing a lot better, which is good, but the defensive guys y'all been picking have been as well. So if I were you, keep picking offensive linemen and find another guy to pick later on in the rounds if you're going to pick for defense. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. Keldrick Falk, I'm just sitting here like, man, come on, man. But with that being said, I got somebody who just jumped in. Larry!
What's up? Man, I'm out here hard working. How y'all fellas doing?
Man,
what's cracking, Larry,
good,
man? Thank you for your service, my guy. I know y'all work
7
days a week. Even when it's snowing out here in the Midwest, y'all still out there. So salute to
Hey,
you.
I'm in Houston. It's kind of cold and hot. It don't make sense.
Oh man, you got that bipolar. You got that bipolar Texas weather, man. I'm sitting there like, man, you
Yes,
don't know.
sir.
You don't know. I even flipped the heat over. I flipped the heat off. Put the cold on. I don't know, man. The energy bill sky high, man.
Man, congratulations on that win, twin. But it's still Cowboys till I die. You heard me?
You know what I'm saying? But we made sure y'all can talk crap to all the Eagles fans for at least for the next couple of weeks, man. Y'all can continue to put
Yes,
their
sir.
face in the mud and smush it around a little bit and make a little impression if you desire to do so.
Hey, man, you know what it is. We like Law said, we need a defensive coordinator. We need a defense, some players. We need something on defense. Offense kind of good. I ain't gonna say it's great. It still got their flaws, but defense in the draft.
Yeah, it's here's my thoughts, man. You ever use supplements to help you out? You know what I'm saying? Like
right, like in the gym.
Vitamin D, you know what I'm saying? You get your vitamin B and all of this stuff.
Protein shakes, yeah.
Protein shakes. That's what the draft is supposed to help supplement things. To help your team out, you shouldn't depend all the way on it. So I think that if you go into this draft looking at needs, you're already behind the 8 ball. But if you go into this draft and you already solidified your needs via the free agency,
help out,
via the free agency, then you're in better grace. And that's what the better teams do. Unfortunately, the Cowboys tend to lean on the draft too quickly or too much, and these are 20 to 22-year-olds. They're not going to move the needle that much. Every now and then a trash can get a steak, but it's not enough to really prepare you all the way for the years.
Man, you ain't said nothing wrong right there.
So who would you desire? What position group would you like to for the Cowboys to pick up if it was up to you? Are you going D-line?
On defense?
Yeah, you going D-line or you going linebacker? You going safety?
Quentin Williams, Quentin Williams, Stan. That's it. Maybe Kenny Clark. Everybody else, hey, I need like 10 more.
You want to trade a pick and get multiple picks on. You want more bodies than anything.
Well, no, I mean, I like Max Crosby. We can get him and still keep it first. That'll be cool. But if not, hey, the Ohio State boys looking good.
They are,
a linebacker.
We
need some corners.
State boys, man. But I'm looking at this tankathon, and I did their mock draft. They got us going with Keldrick Falk, man, and to me personally, nothing wrong with Keldrick Falk, but I just don't think that he's going to be able to give you those extra things. You passed up on a Sonny Styles, you passed up on a Mansour Delane or Jamad McCoy to a degree. I just don't think that would be a situation that the Cowboys should go into this draft and thinking, oh, hey, let's just go draft a guy like a Keldrick Falk. And I could be 1,000% wrong. I just didn't see anything flash for me on his tape.
Yeah, only time I watch college is probably these big games. And whenever you post up something saying, check this play out, that's when I'm looking at it. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even no college player like that.
No doubt, man.
So if you say it look good, hey, I'm gonna go with your word.
Okay,
all day, every day.
You just follow whatever I say, man. I love it, man.
Hey, man, you the law. I'm the law. I got to. It's the law.
No
it's
doubt,
the
man.
law. I like that one right there.
Yes, indeed, my guy, man.
Hey,
I appreciate you, man. Watch out for them dogs, man. Watch out for them dogs now.
Oh yeah. Now before I go, I see y'all was talking about these TV shows. Check out the one called Grits. It's a Memphis movie. It's like a little TV show on Cinemax. I mean, not Cinemax, on Amazon. It's called Grits. Girls who grew up in the South.
Is that the one that it start off there on rollerblades and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I thought about trying to watch that. It was just like but it's good.
That's what I said too when I started watching it. It's a good watch. It got Tommy Jones. He used to be a running back for the Chicago Bears. He's a crooked pastor in there. And one of the daughters is his daughter. One of the girls is his daughter.
Okay.
It's like if you ever see ATL, but there's a Memphis one now. It's like a Memphis side of that.
Oh, it's a Memphis side, and they got Pastor Jamal Brown in there. Okay. Oops, I didn't say that.
No. I'm saying the running back from Chicago Bears.
I'm just joking.
I got you.
Nah, Jamal Brown ain't a crooked pastor. I'm just joking. I don't want all of them people coming after me, man. And have me as a topic matter, But yeah,
I feel you.
Yes, indeed, man.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.
Appreciate you, bro.
Y'all get to it. Yes, sir.
No
For
doubt,
sure, man.
man.
Y'all salute, man.
Hey, Larry, before you go, man, let me hear you say it, though, bro.
How about them Cowboys?
Cowboys! What's good, man?
Yes,
Delivering on
sir.
a Monday. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you,
Hold it
man.
down.
Already.
All right.
Peace out.
All right.
He the number one guy out here, man. Especially, man. Hey, next month, when the people get their taxes, man, they looking for Larry. They looking for that joker.
Look, they presented Larry with lemonade and cookies and empanadas at the door.
Empanadas is diabolical, man. But yes,
He
indeed.
like, bring my check over.
Bring my check, boy. They don't want. They looking for Larry. They checking that mailbox. They got direct deposits nowadays, but man, oh my goodness, are y'all gonna let Larry be the only one to call in? It's very simple. Just click that link. I don't know where I put it at. Let me see if I can stroll up and pin it to the top. It's pinned to the top of my YouTube page, so y'all be sure to check that out. Click that link if y'all want to jump in and be a part of the show before we go. And you have a great day and all of these good things. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I can continue to celebrate with us. You know what I'm saying? You know, like it's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Be part of the Bang Bang Not a Game Coalition. You know what I'm saying?
Man, now, let's not get it confused. Now we definitely not celebrating, but we are congratulating to a point that you got rid of these damn Eagles, man. Cause them birds, they fly around and they drop these bird droppers. We be minding our own business. I don't have a single Eagle fan in the chat, but man, where they at? Somebody, Eagles, where y'all at? That's how y'all gonna do me.
Hey, we clipped them wings, cause boy, them nasty Eagle fans ain't got a lick of respect for humanity. They all quiet and there. So I love this part. You know what I'm saying? You look dirty, nasty.
Oh, it's very quiet in the football world without Eagle fans twerking and all of that stuff around, talking about they this and that. Where y'all at? After a loss, we still here. We had to endure a lot. They quiet, boy. Boy, you don't hear. I don't see. I looked outside when I went to go check the mailbox earlier. Didn't see a single bird in the sky, bro.
Not a damn bird. Not a damn bird. They scared, but that's what. Guess what happened? When you got an eagle that's down on their luck, they want to go somewhere and hide in the corner, somewhere in the crack and crevices of the earth. But you can't hide from us. We everywhere like Wi-Fi, boy. We are everywhere, man.
Yes, indeed, man. Where y'all at, man? Where y'all at, birds? Before we get on up out of here, where y'all at? Landman, have you watched Landman Twin?
Nah, that's the one with. I hadn't seen him. I know I watched the one with Sylvester Stallone, the Kingsman, I believe, but I haven't watched Landman.
Damn, Sylvester, he's still doing movies. Is
yeah,
he good?
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good show.
That's a good show. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Billy Bob.
Check that out. Billy.
That's the one you talking about, right?
Yeah, with Landman. It's. I like season 1 a little bit better. It got a little bit too much dialogue in season 2 though. Like get to the point, man. You know. But season 2, they got all of this love triangle stuff going, and they brought his dad into the mix. He's older than him. Billy Bob looked like he old already, so they got another old man. I'm just like, come on, how y'all drop the ball a little bit, you know?
Oh man, I want to go see this show called Jackal.
Jackal.
Yeah, Jackal. I thought it was
what platform?
I want to say Amazon. I think it's Amazon, or if not Amazon, it's probably Peacock. One of them two.
Well, with that being said, man, we're gonna depart, man. Nobody else want to jump in and talk and spit their minds about everything. I think it's coming to a closing, bro. The season is almost over, man. But out of all, somebody said earlier, out of all ALL of the teams that's in the postseason, the damn Patriots look the best, bro.
Man, I ain't gonna say nothing about them right now because they was teeing up on Herbert yesterday. I said, good Lord, boy, they was knocking that man left, right to left, like good Lord.
Yeah. This is one thing we had to consider. If the Patriots fool around and win another Super Bowl, it will be an eye-opener for my Cowboys, because Jerry Wayne Jones said his goal in life is to be the owner that have the most Super Bowls, right, in his lifetime or what have you. Well, that will put Bob Kraft with 7 of them, right? That's a lot of rings, bro. And so far, Jerry only have 3. Vrabel is not playing. You ain't lying, y'all. All right, Twin. So what else you got going, man, for the day, man, before I let you go?
Man, today, it's Monday. I'm just trying to make sure I find any and every network that's talking about us, that's bloviating about us in a positive manner, man. I'm going to sit here and try to soak up all the good news about what happened on yesterday and how this team being as injured as, I mean, we got injuries everywhere to still be able to hear playing football. I can't even fathom how all these things are happening to us right now, man. But that's what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to look at some more content, man, make some more videos and talk some more trash and look at the Dirty Birds and tell my brother Bente, like, hey, bro, I need my 47. Y'all need to at Bente say 20, his 47, ASAP, so we can go.
Yeah, 47. Be a man, Bente. Own up to your debt.
Yeah,
but
man.
they say
the
path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. I come here to tell you that them Eagles, with their vacation one and done, all of the stuff that they was talking about as it relates to the Cowboys, can't do this, won't be able to do that. Well, 1 week later, they are in the same situation, the same couch that we on. But in closing, in departing, I say this on all of my closing, Twin. You might know it by heart now. Because Les Brown, boy, he motivated me. He said, literally, if you fall, try to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. And Cowboy Nation, united as we stand, we coming for y'all, 41ers. We coming.
But just not this year, though.
Just not this year. But y'all carry the torch. Because it was you to get to 5 before us, right? Yeah.
We gotta get to 6, man. We gotta tie these jokers up, man. We gotta catch up with the Panthers and the doggone Patriots, man. I mean the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Patriots.
You gotta catch up, right? We gotta catch up with them. But Mama said that there'll be days literally just like this. Write this down in the fabrics and the frameworks of your heart. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for, to work day and night to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep. If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad, Jose says, whoa, we got T-Pain and James Harden. I'm about 12 years older. No, about 8 to 10 years older than James Harden, by the way. But if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan for it, twin, and lose all terror of your mind, if you would just simply go after the things you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold or the poverty or the famish of fame or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away to the things you want, if dogged and grill, then besiege and beset. With the help of Almighty, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. Hit that like button, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys and I guess Niner Talk all day. Remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Peace, man. Love you, man. Be good, bro.
Peace. Love y'all.
Peace, man. We about one love. DC for life, not for short.